Chris, and you're watching Gun TV. So today we're talking compensators. Let me just start by saying that, in my humble opinion, I don't think that one compensator is farly greater than the other. A lot of them have the same design. I think the one thing you gotta really worry about is the build quality, production quality. You want to buy something that's made with good materials, that has good craftsmanship. But other than that, I want to say that it's personal preference. What are you looking for? What is it that you need? Type of thing. So let's just start by showing these weapons are clear. I don't know if y'all can see right there, but there's nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine well. I'm gonna point it in the safe direction. Let's do it with this one as well. There is nothing in the chamber or the magazine well. Safe direction. And lastly, there's nothing in the chamber, as y'all can see, or the magazine well. Safe direction. So, okay, there's different types of comps. Compensator. The word in itself explains the function of this device somewhat. So it compensates, right? We all know, well, those of us that are in the firearms industry or enthusiast, whatever you want to call it, we know that the larger the gun, the less the muzzle flip, right? Thus, rifles shoot very flat. They have 16, 18 inches of barrel. When you get to handguns, are a lot harder to shoot because they're smaller. The barrel is shorter, so you tend to have more muzzle flip, right? A good way to mitigate that muzzle flip oftentimes is a compensator, right? And there's other things that go into compensating your gun. I'm not going to get into that today. Just going to kind of explain the different compensators that there's out there and that you can acquire. So they help with the muzzle flip, right? Thus helping shoot flatter and get better follow-up shots. We have a traditional compensator, if you would. This is threaded on and secured with these set screws. These here come in different sizes, different lengths, different styles. This one has a single port on the top. There's others that would have ports on the sides as well as the top. I'm not an expert in what the many ports do. I'm assuming that the gas is coming out from the sides, stabilize the gun, horizontally, and then the ones coming up from the top stabilize it vertically. But if I'm wrong, you experts out there can correct me. So the threaded on ones, obviously, as the name says, you can thread them on onto a threaded barrel. Now, threaded barrels are not legal in all 50 states. So some of you guys might not be able to get these compensators. However, there are companies like Parker Mount Machining. I think they have one for the 43X. Then you got Radian. And they make these for several weapons. They make them for the Glock. They also make them for the P365. Let's clear this gun as well. Make sure that we're good to go. Nothing. P365. So they make them for a variety of guns. Now the thing with the Radian one is that it doesn't go on threaded. It's like a clamp-on style. And it has a set screw to keep it in place. The cool thing about these ones, in my opinion, is they're very low profile. So if you want to use them for a carry gun, it's great. You add a little bit of length to your slide and you can control that muzzle flip a lot better. The bad thing is that you're stuck with that barrel. You really can't do anything else with that barrel. I can't put a silencer on this or any other muzzle device that I would like to. Versus the threaded on ones, I can take it off, put a can on, and if I don't want to use it anymore, I can take it off and just put my thread cap back on, and it has versatility. But again, they're not legal in all 50 states, so that could be a problem. But then you have slides that already come such as the X Macro comp. This barrel ends right about here where the comp starts. So you have a very small barrel, and then you have the comp. This is a phenomenal carry gun, and even though it's small, besides the fact that it has a lot of ammo capacity, you have that compensator that helps with the muzzle flip in my opinion, something this small, I think it already has a pretty decent size. I think that I would rather have it without the compensator, but I didn't think about that at the time of purchasing this gun. So with that being said, you have a variety of compensators. Again, like I said, clamp-on compensators, threaded-on compensators. They both have their pros and cons. The threaded-on ones, you can remove them. You can suppress your firearm. With the clamp-on ones, you have a dedicated barrel for them, and that is all you can do with them. But what's cool is, like I said, they're legal in all 50 states, and they're very low profile. With that being said, you guys let me know in the comments if you have a preferred style of compensator, if you like to have both of them. I like to have both of them. I mean, like I said, I like the clamp-on style ones for my concealed carry guns, and I would even rock these on a carry gun and an EDC, but as y'all can see, it makes the gun a lot larger, and those are a lot harder to conceal oftentimes. But you guys let me know in the comments if you own different style compensators or if you preferred one over the other. I let you guys know already the pros and cons, the benefits of, the different style ones. And going back to the compensated slides, when you have a slide like this, again, you're stuck with this. You really can't do anything with this other than use it the way that it's manufactured. You can't add a compensator to it. You could potentially if you added a longer barrel and you compensate it, but I don't know. I'm an aesthetics guy, and I think it's gonna look ugly, and I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Plus, the distance between the sight radius, it's not gonna make any sense to me. So you guys let me know. What do you guys prefer? Threaded on, clamp on style? Do you own both? And if you do prefer one over the other, you could tell me why. Like I said, I like both of them. I can't say I do have a preference. I think they both have their place in the world. But yeah, I do prefer these clamp-on style ones for everyday carry. And then these, I think they're great for maybe like a duty gun. I don't know. But you guys let me know your opinions. Comment down below, all right? If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. That's greatly appreciated. I'm trying to get this thing going. And like the video, share it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right? Peace.